Today we're going to be talking about 5 film photography accessories every film photographer needs. Let's go. This episode is brought to you by Squarespace. Alright, what is going on, you guys, man? Welcome back to yet another King James episode. Over the years, I've kind of made this a little series where I bring up some film photography accessories that I personally have been enjoying, and I put them out there for you guys on the channel so that you guys could check them out as well. And something you should probably know before we jump in is I never put anything out here that I don't personally use. So everything that you are about to see, I use almost on a daily basis. And so these are things that have been proven to work and are just items that make photography a lot more enjoyable. So with that said, you guys, we have a total of 5 different accessories for you all to check out today. And as always, I'm going to be leaving links in the description below. Some are going to be on Amazon, others are going to be on different websites. And as always, if you are brand new to this channel and you want to see more film photography content, be sure to drop a huge like down below. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying these videos, and also hit that subscribe button. I will be doing a huge giveaway at 200K. But with that said, I'm very excited to show you guys these accessories. Let's jump right in. All right, so the first accessory that we're going to be talking about today is going to solve all of your camera strap issues. Now, I love Peak Design camera straps. Now, this is a Peak Design camera strap right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but what sets these guys apart from all other strap manufacturers are their anchor system. So if you ever needed to take your camera strap off, you can do so. But when you want to put them back on, all you have to do is take that anchor and snap it back into place. And so what I do for a lot of my cameras is I'll just buy a ton of these anchors, and I'll have one camera strap that I could use pretty much standard across all of the different cameras that I use. But the one drawback with this design is that Peak Design only has a few different straps that are out there that have this system built in. But I found recently on Amazon, you could actually buy the anchoring system separate, and you can use those to mount them on pretty much any camera strap. This means you can go put this on a rope camera strap. You can put this on those vintage looking ones that you might want to use. As long as it has a keyring hole or something that you can attach the actual anchor strap to, you can pretty much attach them to any camera strap, and that makes this entire system very customizable. You don't need to rely only on the Peak Design straps anymore. You could just buy their anchoring system. This is a huge game changer, and it's going to allow a lot of photographers to use their own custom camera straps. And the kit pretty much comes with just this black piece right here, 2 of them, as well as the anchors themselves with 2 as well, so you have an entire set to get yourself started. Links in the description below. Check it out. Now, after the camera strap, one of the more important things for me is some type of protective bag to keep all of your gear in, especially if you're doing something like street photography where you need to carry extra film, maybe even an extra lens or camera. You need a travel bag. And so folks, that's where this one comes into play. This one I have been using now for a little bit over a year, and it is absolutely amazing. Now, I forgot the specific brand. I will be linking it again in the description below. But this particular leather bag is really nice because, one, it's adjustable, so you can adjust this to any size you want, short or tall. It kind of just straps over the shoulders like this. Has a nice little belt buckle that you can open up here. And in the inside, there are actual compartments, 2 different compartments that you can put either a camera body, extra film, your wallet, your keys. Keep it all nice and secure in one bag. And the benefit of, shooting with something like this is you have your camera in one hand and you have all the rest of your gear in the other bag. So, it makes just shooting a lot more convenient and easy. Tons of extra pockets on the front and as well on the back. And it's also really, really stylish. Now, this was a leather camera bag, so it does cost a little bit more, but I did find a cheaper alternative that personally I want to pick up myself, just because I don't always want to take the leather bag out. And that bag functions the exact same, and it's like 20 bucks. So honestly, that's probably the one that I would recommend, that I'm going to link in the description below as well. For $20, you get this amazing little camera bag that you can use to zip around the city with. It's an amazing value, it's an amazing deal, and I'm actually about to go put an order in for that one right now. Now, the last 3 items, folks, are going to be geared more towards the serious film photographer. And so I'm going to get into those here in just a second. But really quick, I want to give a huge thank you and shout out to our sponsor for this episode, the good folks over at Squarespace. Squarespace is your all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence and run your business. Now, as a photographer here in the new year, one of the best ways to stand out from the crowd is to create your own personalized, dedicated website. Choose from tons of award-winning templates that you can use to get started within minutes. From there, you can open up your your e-commerce shop. You can open up a page for your portfolio. And one of my newest favorite features is the video page, where you can dedicate a specific section to show off any video, whether it be a direct upload or even a YouTube link. This way, if you're doing anything related to social media, you can show your content on there, maybe even the behind the scenes, all in one place on your website. So get started with your own personalized website by heading over to squarespace.com/kingjapes, or you can enter promo code kingjapes at checkout, and you guys can receive 10% off of your first purchase of a domain or a website. Huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this episode. All right, guys, continuing on with a smaller item here. The next item that I have for you folks is an external light meter. And this one in particular is from a company called Kex. This is the Kex EM02. Excuse me, correction, KM02. Now, I don't know if you guys can see that because it's silver. It might be a little bit overexposed in the lens here, but the Kex KM02 is designed to be a HOTSHOE mounted light meter. What that means is if you have a Minolta SRT 101 or something even like this one right here. This right here, folks, is a Pentax Spotmatic SP. And a lot of these older manual film cameras don't have a light meter, or maybe they're just even broken. And so to fix that and properly get every exposure right, you can purchase one of these external light meters, mount them onto your HOTSHOE, and you are ready to shoot. All you have to do, folks, is press this button on the back. It'll give you a reading and tell you exactly what settings you need to get a proper exposure. This is game changing for anyone out there who is just getting into film photography, because you won't need to guess your exposures anymore. The light meter has your back, and it's really cool because it doesn't really take any battery. You charge it through a USB-C cable, which is pretty standard nowadays. And you also have the ability to change up the positioning of the HOTSHOE mount here, so it can pretty much fit on any camera. Now, these are gonna run you about $100 USD, depending on the different one that you get. My favorite one, folks, is just from Kex. There are other ones out there, but this is particularly the one that I have been using and is the most accurate in my opinion. So check it out. I will leave a link to their website in the description below. The last two have to do with film as well as traveling with film. And the first one here I'm going to show you guys is very simple, and that is this LED lined film bag. Now, this particular one is from Kodak. Kodak actually sent this over to me along with some film after being in the Asian Archives exhibition, which was really sweet of them, so shout out to Kodak. But the importance of an LED line bag is when you go through the X-ray scanners at airports, you're not supposed to put your film through those X-ray scanners just because it's going to damage the film. It can give it possible waves, and it's just going to mess around with the exposure overall. So what these bags are meant to do is you store your film inside of there, and I personally still ask for a hand check. I never let my film go through an X-ray scanner at all. That's just me personally. But there are LED bags out there that allow you to put them through the X-ray scanner. Now, this is a little bit more of a basic one. I honestly just keep my film in here when I travel on an airplane, and I have them hand check it inside of here. But if you want to actually just be able to pack it and pass it through the X-ray scanners, Domkey actually offers one that is going to allow your film to not get damaged through any of the X-ray scanners. It's relatively heavy duty, and so it should do the trick. It should be able to block out any of those X-rays passing through the scanner. Check it out, you guys, lead lined bags. And the last accessory, guys, is something that I personally cannot live without. After getting one of these, it has been honestly game changing. And folks, that is any type of 35mm film case. Now, the one that I have in front of me, you guys have seen on this channel before. This is from Kodak. It's this metal tin can that holds about 5 rolls of film. And what's really cool about these film holders is not only do they store your film and keep them safe, but they also act as an organizational tool, because a lot of times I'll go out to shoot, and before, if I finish the roll of film, I just chuck it into my bag. And in 1 or 2 instances, I had lost the film. I just didn't know where it went, or maybe it just fell out of my bag. And so keeping them inside of a safe and secure location like this honestly really helps if you're shooting multiple rolls of film, especially if you are traveling. Now, this one from Kodak is like 25 bucks, but honestly, there are so many different cases out there. There's one really cool one that's actually waterproof from this company called Evergreen Cases. I mean, I would highly recommend you guys check that out too. Honestly, any film holder will do, just as long as it can hold up to around 5 rolls of film. That is more than you need for one situation. And so I'm going to leave some recommendations down in the description below. But folks, that is going to wrap it up for my top 5 film photography accessories that you need right now. Honestly, they are designed to be able to help your photography out and kind of minimize any headache. If there's one on this list that I would recommend grabbing right now, it's the anchor straps, the anchor lugs, because because those things right there, you can put them on any strap and you have a modular system ready to go. So, but if you guys enjoyed this episode, again, folks, please drop me a huge like down below. Also, comment any other film photography accessories that you may have been enjoying lately. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. You guys have put me on a lot of great stuff in the past, but that's gonna wrap it up for me. As always, this has been King Japes. Till next time, Minolta Gang.